Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Get Shirty Football channel as we continue our trip around the Big Five leagues and the SPFL as we head off into Germany with the looming start of the Bundesliga season. Let's check out all the kits, give them a score from 1 to 10, but remember, nobody can get a 7, so let's start off with these trio from First FC Hoffenheim, and all I can see is it's a trio of templates from this team. Checking out the home one here, it's a kind of two-tone red stripes number, bit of a black collar and cuffs, not very interesting. Probably going to give this one just a 3. And they've done pretty much the same thing with the away shirt. They've just gone for blue this time with slightly different colours of blue, a bit of shading in there as well. Slightly more interesting, but still again it's just a Puma template. I'm going to give that one a 3 as well. I think that the third shirt, this one here, is slightly more interesting. It is a template, but I like how they've used that camo underneath the arms, a bit of red and the grey. I think it's okay. I think it's a good 6. I think it's an above average shirt. It looks quite interesting for a third shirt. Don't know how often we'll see it being used in the Bundesliga this season, but overall, yeah, a tale of templates from Offenheim. Let's see where they finish up in the table. Let's move on to Cologne, and they're made by Hummel, and the usual red and white stripes of the home shirt. It's quite a nice looking design. I really like this one. Kind of simplistic. They've got those chevrons down the side that we've seen Hummel do in a few other shirts this season. It's a nice 8 out of 10 shirt for me. Really like it. I think the away one here isn't up to too much. It's just a plain red shirt. To be honest, why are you having a red away shirt when your home shirt is red and white? I can't see that being used very often. It's an okay shirt, very average, the bang average 5. I think they've let themselves down with this third shirt here. I can only give this one a 4 out of 10. It's a return of black and gold, but that gold, I think this is a bit of a rendering of it. If it's that shade of gold, it's a little bit dull, not too interesting. Again, it's just very samey, templatey kind of shirt. 4 out of 10 for me, so mixed bag for Cologne. Let's move on to Leverkusen, who were champions 2 seasons ago, and they're now with New Balance, and the shirts that they've got, not very interesting. So we're checking out this home one here. Yes, it's black and red, but it's very, very bland. There's not much to it. The red is sort of walks through it in stilts, to be fair. A 3 out of 10 shirt. It's not very interesting. I think that this away shirt is horrendous. What's going on with that pink fading through to white? 2 out of 10. Looks like something went into the white wash with a red sock, and that's what you've ended up with as an away kit. Third kit, I think this is just a leak. It's probably the best of the bunch. It's a nice blue number. I kind of like the cross going through the sublimated design. It's an okay kind of templated design again, but you know, the blue badge, it's quite nice. I give this one a 6. But again, we're back to our fourth shirt here. Different badge, which is quite kind of interesting, but it's just a plain white t-shirt, so I can only give this one a 3 out of 10. So overall from Leverkusen, not really a great bunch of shirts. I don't know how well they're getting on this season. They haven't got Florian Bartz, but I think it's going to be a tough one. And now we move on to Bayern Munich, reigning champions, and they came out with this one for the home shirt. I think it's been seen quite a lot, so you probably know what it looks like. It's that strange pixelated M shape on it, using an Adidas template. I like how they've used the badge, has gone back to having some blue in it. It's a proper original badge. I think it's an average shirt, probably 5 out of 10 for me. It's okay. It's not too great, but I think that the away shirt, which you might have seen in some of my in a short that I've done previously, is a far nicer shirt, which I gave a 9 out of 10. I really like the use of the kind of modern Teamgeist template, going for a kind of muted grey for the badges and the T-Mobile on the stripes. I like the pixelated design of the hoops going through it, and of course I went for Michael Olise on the back, number 17. He had a great season last year, and I think he's going to have an even better season this year. Bundesliga patch, a great shirt. This is one of my shirts this season, I think, and definitely well worth the 9 out of 10. I think it's closely followed by their third shirt, which I really like. Now I think this, I'm not sure if it's a leak, and they might have changed the badge to that kind of SCB. I'll see what other photos I can get of it. I think it's a really great looking shirt. I love the collar and the cuffs with those checkered red and the green. It's a trefoil, yeah. Turn the trefoil for your third shirt, and an 8 out of 10 for me. I really like that shirt. I look forward to seeing what they come out for Oktoberfest. I usually pick them up, and I'll probably do a video of those when I get them. let's move on to Borussia Dortmund. They always come up with vibrant shirts. You've probably seen the video that I've done ages ago on their shirts, and with this home shirt, they're back to a Puma one with different sponsors, going for Vodafone. I really quite like this shirt. I give it an 8 out of 10. It's okay with that kind of design that goes across the sleeve there. Really nice. I think well worth 8. I think the away shirt here kind of let them down and just a bit too confused with those bright patches, jaggy red, not red Vodafone kind of leaps out. I wish I'd gone for the black in that, if anything. And then you've got the grey and the blacks and the fading and the yellow splashes with the asymmetric kind of jaggy patterns popping out of it. It's an average shirt. I think it's a 5 out of 10. It could have been worse. But this third shirt, I think it's quite nice. It's a 6 out of 10 for me. It's a simple plain white shirt. It seems to be a sublimated design going through there. Whited out badges, and they've gone for a nice collar and cuffs. I think that the cuffs look quite good. Yeah, 6 out of 10 for me. So overall, a bit of a mixed bag from Borussia Dortmund. Let's see what they come out for European shirt. That'll be quite interesting. Let's move on to Borussia Mönchengladbach, who have released 4 shirts. They have got an anniversary shirt, and they've come out with quite a straightforward and simple home shirt. Just a plain white, black number, celebrating 125 years. It's a Puma template, and it's only a 4 out of 10 for me. I don't think it's very interesting. I think more interesting is this away shirt that they have got, which I picked up because this came out quite early. Again, it's maybe a Puma kind of template. They've gone for those camel patches down the sides, but I think it works really well with white, different colours of green, 125 years on there, and 125 Yara Borussia on the back. I've got the sleeve patches on it. I think it's a really nice looking shirt and well worth an 8 out of 10. Yeah, maybe it's a template, but I think it works well with these colours. And then we move on to this third shirt here. It's just a black and white number, kind of the opposite of what home one. There's some kind of sublimated design running through there. It's okay. I think it's a 6 out of 10. I think the standout shirt is this anniversary shirt that they've released. I've given this one a 9 out of 10. It's a really nice white and gold number, maybe a Puma template, but it's got a collar. It looks really good. Gold running through it on the cuffs and the collar, on the Puma. Seems to be some writing there. I look forward to see what that is. And the golden out the sponsor. That's a 9 out of 10 all day for me, and I think it's one I will be picking up. Look forward to seeing that in a future video when it comes. Let's move on to Eintracht Frankfurt. Now, the pictures I've got for them aren't too great. Checking out the home one, I think they're straightforward Adidas templates that they're going forward. You know, it's Team Geist 1, it's the black and red stripes. It looks alright because they've got that accent colour of the white. I've given this in the home one an 8 out of 10. I think the away one is not too interesting. It's a 6 out of 10 for me. It's just a white with a red collar on it. And then this third one, which I think is a leaked picture I've got. If I can get a better one, it'll be in there. It's a kind of camel colour, blacks, and kind of an indigo blue, I'd call it, grey blue. It doesn't look very interesting. I think when Adidas did camos, I think it was last season or the season before, for a lot of shirts, so this is really out of date from an Adidas point of view. It's a 4 out of 10 shirt for me. So a mixed bag if you're with Frankfurt. Move on to Augsburg, who are with Mizuno, and I've given this home shirt a 6 out of 10. I think it's an okay shirt. It's an above average shirt. I like the sash with the red and the green running through it. Colour of the sponsor, I wish it kept it the same colour as the green just to tie it all in. It looks a little bit too bright. Maybe that's what they wanted. 6 out of 10 all day. I think a 6 out of 10 for their away shirt. It's a nice red number with some kind of sublimated design, a bit of yellow running through the collar and the cuffs. I quite like the cuffs. They've got those little jaggy edges on there. It looks really good. And their third shirt, black and gold with a sublimated design. I think the best of the lot. I've given this one an 8 out of 10, even though it's a black and gold and everyone's doing black and gold. If you do it well, it comes out like this, and this looks like a really nice shirt. That sublimated design, and it's got a collar. Yeah, a cracking shirt. So overall from Augsburg, you've got above average shirts. Where are you going to finish in the league? I hope it's above average. Moving on to St. Pauli. So their home shirt, traditional brown and white. I really like this shirt. I've given it an 8 out of 10. I think it's really quite nice. It's one I'm going to pick up because I don't have a St. Pauli shirt. This is actually a really nice one. Maybe a Puma template, but it works really well with those stripes on there. The away shirt, yeah, it's a kind of Puma template. Giving this one an 8 out of 10. I kind of like the splash of red on there running across the chest with the brown as well. Yeah, a nice shirt, nice and white, nice and clean. I think you've been let down by your third shirt. It's a template. I don't like centralized badges, but again, it's just a simple black Puma template. Nothing interesting. And the same with the 4 shirt here. Another 3 out of 10. They've just picked a red t-shirt and slapped Kong Star on the front and some Powley badge. So your 3rd and 4 shirts, hopefully you're not going to see them being worn very often. So yeah, a couple of 3s. But your home and away shirts, really quite nice for some Powley. Hamburg. I think Adidas have really pulled out all the stops and come out with some great shirts for Hamburg this season. As they've come back up from the Zweite Bundesliga, this home shirt here, easily worth a 9 out of 10. I love the colour across the top, how they've used all those diamond patterns running into the white. Great shirt. It's a simple v-neck, but it's been executed really well with that design. 9 out of 10 all day. And I also give a 9 out of 10 to this away shirt. Gone for the blue with that V going in there. Okay, it's got centralised badges, but I like how they put that Hamburg badge in there. The top of the V, it works really well. Cracking 9 out of 10 shirts. And then the 3rd shirt comes out. It's really nice. I'd give this one an 8. It's a black shirt, but it's got really strong accents of pink. That's really cool. Teamgeist kind of template, well, almost Teamgeist. Got that piping through there, which gives it a hint of gold, I think, gold or yellow. Really nice shirts, so 2 9s and an 8. I will be picking up all 3 of those shirts. You'll see them soon. Mainz 05, now with Yako, and their home shirt, I think the strongest of the lot. I really like the pattern on the sleeves with the red and white triangular shapes going through there. Sublimated design, which looks alright. An 8 out of 10, a really nice shirt for Mainz. I think your away shirt and your 3rd shirts really let down. That colour combination of purple and pink is a nice combination of colours. I think I've got a shirt from the MLS. It's a purple and pink Charlotte shirt, which is really nice with purple and pink. But this with the splashes doesn't know what it's doing. It just looks like a bit random. So I've given this one a 6, above average. And same for your 3rd shirt. I've given this one a 6 as well. I think I don't understand the pink slashes there at the top. I think that just adds too much. If it had been white and grey, it would have looked really good, but not up to the 8s, 9s and 10s. So a bit of a mix from Mainz, but you still got above average shirts from Yako. Moving on to RB Leipzig, who I usually buy most of their shirts, and with this home one, I don't think I'll be bothering to purchase this one. It's a bang average 5 out of 10, simple Puma template with a little bit of red on it, some sublimated grey arrows, triangles running through it. Not very interesting. I think you stepped up slightly for your away shirt. I quite like the red and blue running through it. It's a nice pattern, but again, it's nothing too exciting, so I can only give this one a 6. And then I think this is a leak of the 3rd shirt. Not very interesting at all. That pattern just looks a mess. It's dull, it's flat, reds and blacks, but really turned down. 3 out of 10 for me. Not great. So Leipzig, I don't think you'll be ending up in my collection for this season. Freiburg, now I've only got 2 of their shirts at the moment, so let's check out the home one here. Red and white stripes. I think it's a pretty standard Nike template. I like how they've kind of done that design at the top and the bottom of it, kind of fades in and out, the kind of little triangle designs. I like the accent with black on the collar and cuffs. 6 out of 10 for me. It's an alright shirt. I think your away shirt isn't too interesting. I'm only give this one a 4. It's just a black shirt with a white trim in it, some kind of wavy sublimated design, but not very interesting. 4 out of 10 for Freiburg. Pretty average shirts for you guys. Hoffenheim. Now Joma, as we've seen in previous videos, kind of do some teams a bit dirty, and I think they've done Hoffenheim dirty this season. That home shirt is just horrible. I've given this one a 2. It's one of the worst shirts I've seen. It's a really flat blue, dark blue colour, with the kind of highlights of the normal blue, and that SAP logo, which doesn't do anything. It's a 2 out of 10 all day. This away shirt stepped up slightly more, but I can only give this one a 4 out of 10. It's an alright colour, but again, you've just used a Joma template. It's not very interesting. And then we move on to the 3rd shirt, which is just probably kind of almost the opposite of the home shirt. It's just a white shirt with some turquoise underneath, which you've used in the away colour. Another 2 out of 10. So you've got home that's a 2, away that's a 4, and a 3rd that's a 2. Not very good shirts all round from Hoffenheim. And Joma again showing that there can be hit and miss. Great shirts for one team, terrible shirts for another. Union Berlin, who are with Adidas, and usually they kind of get templated shirts. I think this home one is very much a template design. It's an okay shirt. It's got the red and white hoops on it. It's average, it's a 5 out of 10, it's inoffensive, it is Union Berlin. Yeah, it's okay. I think they've really stepped it up for this away shirt. I really like the design running through it. Green and gold, I haven't seen that combination in any shirts. One I think I've definitely looked to pick up. I think I've seen it kicking around, but it hasn't got the sponsor on it, so we'll wait to see if that turns up, or if I can try and find someone who makes a sponsor I can slap on it. I think that's going to be a challenge. I've given this one an 8 out of 10. I think it's a really nice design and a unique kind of colour. And then the third shirt, they're going for a sky blue, giving this one a 6 out of 10. It's an Adidas template, but it's inoffensive, it's above average, it's a nice colour combination. I think it works. So, Union Berlin, a very average home shirt, but you've got a really good away shirt. Let's move on to Stuttgart, the second of the Jakob teams, and their home shirt. It's nothing too exciting, but again, I suppose that's what you would expect from Stuttgart. It's a white shirt with that red band across there. They've kind of broken up the red band with a kind of design inside it. I can only give this one a 4 out of 10. I think their away shirt is a little bit better, or a lot better, because I've given this one an 8 out of 10. I really like the sublimated design in there. It looks really quite cool. And then we move into the third one, which I've also scored an 8 out of 10. Black number with quite a cool sublimated design, and they've gone for golding out on the patches. Yeah, looks quite good. I think it's well worth an 8 out of 10. I don't think it was low enough to get a 6, because I can't give it a 7, so I think it was definitely well worth an 8. It's not a high 8, I'll put it that way. Moving into Wolfsburg, and I did pick up their home shirt for this season. Early on, traditional green team with the Volkswagen sponsor. I really like the shirt. I've given this one an 8 out of 10. I think it's really quite nice. I've used the 2 tones of green radiating out from the Wolfsburg logo on there. I think it's a really nice shirt. Got patches on there. Yeah, maybe a simple plain white Nike template that we've seen in quite a few shirts, but definitely well worth an 8 in my point of view. And then we move on to this away shirt here. I've given this one a 5. It's a pretty much flat grey shirt with white trim on it, blacked out the Volkswagen logo there, and they've used a ring of luminous green around the Nike tick and the badge. I still think it's a very average 5 shirt. I think the third shirt steps up a little bit. It's a nice shirt, like how they've got that zigzag pattern sublimated running through it, whiting out the badges. Yeah, it's a 6 out of 10. And then they released this anniversary shirt, which I think is not very interesting. It's a 4 out of 10 for me. They've used that weird Nike template with the strange collar. Yeah, it's an anniversary shirt. I think the green's slightly darker, and they've kind of used a kind of off-white for the collar and cuffs. But to me, it's a 4 out of 10 shirt. And then we're on to Werder Bremen, who are with Hummel. And their home shirts, 2 tones of green stripes with a white pinstripe running through it. I think it looks really good. I've given this one an 8 out of 10. It's a nice shirt. I don't think I'll pick it up though. Their away shirts, gone for a white with a kind of off-white sleeves and cuff, given a really bright luminous green sponsor and badges. 6 out of 10 for me. It's not 8s, 9s, and 10s. And the same for the third shirt. Kind of gone for this green that fades between 2, darker green moving through to kind of aquamarine, turquoisey colour down towards the bottom, gold on the collar and cuffs, well the collar and that kind of piping on there. It's a 6 out of 10 shirt for me. Not too interesting, but it's above average. So, I think you probably noticed that it's an easy win for Hamburg. Their home and away shirts were easy 9s for sure, and that third shirt was an 8 with some great colour combinations. Bayern always have to note that their away shirt was really good with a strong 9, and Mönchengladbach's anniversary shirt looks really good. So when it comes to tallying them all up, 15 kits got an 8, so that's pretty good. Leverkusen, has to be said, all their kits from New Balance are really quite poor, and for Joma, they've done a real disservice to Offenheim. Only 2s for their home and their third shirts. My feeling is that overall in the Bundesliga there's a lot of templated shirts being used. It does let some of the teams down, but we can see that some of the shirts are really quite interesting, and a couple of bangers as well. So I think, as you can tell, the overall winner is going to be Hamburg, and I think it has to be Hamburg's home shirt, which comes up as the best shirt in the Bundesliga for the 25-26 season. Thanks very much for joining me on this video reviewing all the shirts for the Bundesliga. I look forward to sharing some of these shirts in the forthcoming weeks when I get hold of them. So until next time, give us a like and subscribe. Let us know your top 3 down in the comments below, and I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.